So I am starting off here with, in my disk menu, I'm finding a waveform that I've got in my disk menu, a sample. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load that. And as you see, it comes up there. Do I want to load it? Okay. So that's my first step. I'm then going to the sample menu. And the first thing I'm going to do here is I create a new multi-sample. So it's already got that, and I'm going to rename that. I'm going to rename that multi-sample, and let's call it time slice. So there it is. There it is, and call that time slice. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we load up our sample into here that we've just got. So select the full kit there, say OK to that. And now what you should find is that because it's there on C2, and sure enough, there it is. And now I'm going to go to loop edit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to time slice sample here, select time slice, and the first thing it says to me, well, I know actually it was 8, so I dial that up to 8, and that's correct. It knows that it's 122 beats a minute based on 8. Say OK to that. Now the next thing is that we're going to leave the sensitivity down here at 25. And we want to save this, so we're going to save it. And what's really important is that we've got beat per minute. We're not going to do anything with the time stretch here. Make sure you've got program selected, and then select a free program slot for you to go to. So I'm going to put it here on G20, say OK to that. So I've told it I want to go to G20. And here I don't want MIDI track selected, but I do want pattern selected. So I've got sequence event, I've got pattern, I've told it where I want to save it to. I've got it song here, and it's pattern 0044, and I'm going to leave these settings down here as they are for the moment. So I'm now going to say save to that. Okay. Now then, at this point, I'm now going to, should have created for me, if I exit that, what that should have now done is created a new multi-sample. I'm going to go to my program, I'll put that in G020. Here is my new multi-sample that I've put in here. And as you'll hear, as you go up the keyboard, you'll hear it's been separated out as you go up the keyboard. So that's it there. I'm now going to rename my multi-sample here. So I'm going to write that program. I'm going to give it the name Time Slice Demo. Time Slice Demo. Say OK to that. Right, time slice demo. Now what I'm going to do is make sure that it is there as a drum pattern, and you can categorize that where you want it. So that now puts that program into there, and we've now written the program there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my sequencer. I check that on the C sharp it's got that RPPR pattern, and all the other notes as you go up you can then hear in the sequence. I now want to name my drum pattern. So from here I now go to my RPPR, and I can see my C#2 there. and from here I go down and I go convert to drum pattern. So convert that to a drum pattern, and I'm going to put this on let's say number 20. So I'm going to put it to drum pattern 20, which is unused pattern, and this is important, it's note only that I want to put in there. Okay, so I say note only, okay, and it's now copied that to pattern as a drum pattern. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my program mode. Here I am in program mode, and now what I want to do is I'm going to go to the common here, and I'm going to select the drum track, and here I'm going to tell it that I want to make that a user, and I want to use user 20, so type 20 in there. So there's my pattern in there, and here where it asks which program, I'm going to put that. If I go to my drums here, I'm going to see there is my time slice demo, and I'll pop that in there. So I've now got my drum pattern set there, that's my pattern, that there is my program that I'm going to be using to play that pattern. And now when I come here and I turn on my drum track, now remember this was at 122 originally, but it's managed to tempo pitch it down. So if I go to 122, there it is. But now I can bring that down. And that's it. There you have it.